if you do find the right angle on what happened with Pittsburgh, it can lead you into the way that media operated as a personal interrogation machine for Paul McCartney, who thinks he is God. The way to go about it, I think, is to see how reprehensible the University of Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania Bar Association, Major League Baseball, and the Bush administration, and certainly Clinton, how reprehensible they are towards the idea of checks and balances. The way that they reason with their rumors is that no matter how illegal their so-called experience part, no matter how suspicious the circumstances surrounding it, no matter how erroneous the club presumptions, and no matter how extreme the mentality that justified it was, if they can find a way to evoke the word rape, it is justified. So they had the word rape in a letter to Leslie Katz, and that's all they needed to justify it. How did it get there? Well, rape is a well-known genre in Neva Corporation cinema. It's a Hollywood genre. I've seen a few of them. Mostly the consent of the actresses is pretty clear. It's just acting. But we know from rumors surrounding The Last Tango in Paris that Brando was accused or suspected of actually raping the actress. Such things do happen in real life. And Spike Oldie, he has a movie called School Days in which there's someone who engages in a refusal to stop after initial consensual sex. And what Peter Gabriel did with Leon Botstein and Louis Lapham was tell Coach Marianne Steiner to stop me. And then coax me to continue and then stop me and ask me to pull out. And that's what happened. And this ingrained the clairvoyant idea of positive and negative sense. Now, they implanted a neuroplasm. What was the letter actually saying? Well, the Jews were rejecting me lasciviously after her lascivious behavior, with copious taunts like "you blew it," "it wouldn't have been rape." So they were intoning and impinging, in Greg Carl's words, the concept that they wanted. How does Crary see it? And for the witch that he is, Crary said she had the right to leave me. It would have been rape. I don't see why she's trying to incite ideas that would backfire against her fellow womanhood. You're saying I should have raped you. That's an outrage. It offends my honor. It offends my dignity. It offends my politics. It offends every single thing that I stand for. And she passed it to her friends like Martin Edelman, and they called it a godsend. And Peter Gabriel's accomplice, the voodoo doctor, the coward Fripp, a bootlicking toady to Hitler Reagan from the British Empire, who we know never to expect better from, came in implying and leering that the neuroplasm itself, which they implanted, was proof of rape. And this could be proved despite her virginity. And so they ran amok. They raped my death advocate. And in the end, they chemically castrated me. Yes, King Crimson really chemically castrated Jimmy Crary and gave him Parkinson's to make him shaky. King Crimson really tortured and chemically castrated Jimmy Crary for failure to date rape, which they said would have put hair on my chest, made me a man, and allowed me to penetrate into the invisible ink of the sacred master John Lennon. And they pulled this whole thing as an Invisible Ink story from media itself. They are brutal, and their game is totalitarianism. They want mind control. They want apparatus to invade our homes. They're sick and crazy people. The Beatles are sick and crazy people. What they have done is an outrage. It's extremely disturbing.